In mass wasting process, three major types are there. Number one is the creep movement, which is slow movement. Number two is the flow movement, which is controlled by again the water, and number three is the fall movement. So, which is actually controlled by the angle of the slope. It has an extreme angle or high angle. So in flow movement, the material is controlled by the water within the material. So in this area, we can see that the mud flow is very important here. The slope is actually under 45 degree, but the flow is due to the water within the material. So mud flow is one of the most dangerous form of mass wasting, and it is a potentially serious environmental hazard. It is like a mud stream poured swiftly down canyon in mountain regions. The mud continues to flow until it becomes so thick it must stop. Great boulders are carried along the mud. Sometimes severe property damages and human losses may be the result. Mud flow that occur on the slopes of the erupting volcanoes are called lahar. It occurs when freshly fallen volcanic ash and dust are turned into the mud by heavy rain or melting snow and flow down the slopes of the volcanoes. Now in this slide, dozens of people are missing in a landslide on the Taiwan motorways. आप देख रहे हैं इसमें कि माउंटेन पूरा एक साइड जो है वो नीचे फ्लो कर गया है और यहाँ पर एंगल भी उसका स्टीप है, बट वाटर उसमें मौजूद है एंड द कैपेसिटी ऑफ मूवमेंट यानी मटेरियल जो ऑलरेडी वेदर्ड मटेरियल था वो ऑलरेडी इन द कैपेसिटी ऑफ मूवमेंट था. So that's why the area under the hazard regions. So landslide is a rapid sliding of large masses of bedrock. Wherever mountain slopes are steep, there will be a large devastating landslides in mountainous areas. Villages built on the floor of the steep-sided valleys have been destroyed and economic and human losses are resulted. Severe earthquakes in mountainous regions are a major cause of landslides and earth flows. So we have best example in Pakistan, the Atabad Lake, where the material moved by because of the earthquake. और जब वो earthquake आया तो material जो है वो जो weathered material था वो नीचे move कर गया और river गिलगित जो है उसके रास्ते में जो रुकावट है इस वक्त वो डेबरी है जो कि लैंडस्लाइड की सूरत में मौजूद है. And now we see a lake which is called the Atabad Lake. Now this is one of the type which is called the third type of mass wasting is the fall movement. A rock fall refers to quantity of rock falling freely from a cliff face. The rock fall proceeds downslope by bouncing and falling along, rolling or sliding on the debris slope. So factors involved in rock fall are: number one is the frost action or freezing and thawing. Number two, discontinuities within the rock mass. Number three, favorable geology and climate are the principal causes of movement. Human activities can induce mass wasting in forms of ranging from mud flow and earth flow to landslide. These activities include: number one, piling up of waste soil and rock into unstable accumulation that can move. And number two, removal of sport by undermining natural masses of soil and bedrock. Sometimes state development authorities have been carried out construction of rocks on very steep hillsides and mountainsides by the process of bulldozing the rocks. The excavation of soil or minerals or material is pushed out into the adjacent embankment, where its instability poses a threat to slopes and stream channel below. When saturated rock, which is by the rainwater, these embankments can produce earth flow, mud flow and debris flood that travel far down river valleys and spread out on the alluvial fan surfaces. Now in industrial societies, numerous machine powers and explosives capable of moving great masses of bedrock from one place to another. So इसमें हम देखते हैं कि certain एरिया को क्लियर करने के लिए आप वहाँ पर एक्सप्लोजन्स भी करते हैं, जिससे जो है वो लोकल शेकिंग भी होती है और जो मटेरियल है वो लूज हो जाता है. वेयर एज आप जब डिगिंग करते हैं मिनरल्स की या रोड नेटवर्क्स के लिए या आप किसी भी डैम के लिए, तो उसके लिए भी मटेरियल को एक जगह से दूसरी जगह मूव करते हैं. So another is the movement of earth in the construction of highways, airfields, dams, canals and various other large constructions. Every activities involve removal of earth material, a process that destroy the pre-existing ecosystem and habitats of the plants and animals, but important is the change of material load from one place to another, cause instability and result earth movement. Explosive used in blasting can produce disruptive forces many times more powerful than the natural forces of the physical weathering. Now, in mining areas, strip mining is a particularly destructive activity. Strip mining of the coal and salt is practiced where minerals are lie closer to the surface. Here, earth moving equipments remove the covering strata or overburden to bear their coal. When saturated by the rain or melting of ice, the earth flow and mud flow is the most important hazard of that particular region. So इसमें ह्यूमन इंड्यूस्ड जो एक्टिविटीज़ हैं वो प्रोमिनेंट रोल प्ले कर रही हैं फॉर द मूवमेंट ऑफ द मैस. वी हैव अ बेस्ट एग्जांपल ऑफ द कंस्ट्रक्शन ऑफ द डैम्स, जिसमें बहुत सारे मटेरियल को एक जगह से दूसरी जगह मुंतकिल किया जाता है ताकि उसकी रेजरवायर को बनाया जाए, डैम की रेजरवायर को, पानी की रेजरवायर को बनाया जाए. सो इसके लिए जब लोड शिफ्ट होता है तो मटेरियल जहाँ से लोड उठाया जाता है वहाँ पर जो बर्डन है कम हो जाता है और नीचे की जो लेयर्स हैं उसमें डिस्टर्बेंस मौजूद होती है उस मटेरियल को उठाने के बाद. वेयर एज जहाँ पर लोड डाला जाता है वहाँ पर भी जो लोअर लेयर्स हैं उस पर बर्डन की वजह से वहाँ पर चेंज आती हैं. सो दिस चेंज एक्चुअली ट्रिगर द मास वेस्टिंग प्रोसेस. So this is very important factor in the movement of the material from highland to the lowland areas.